Divine High Priestess activated. Divine High Priestess activated. Divine High Priestess activated. Come on in, Divine High Priestess activated. What is going on? If you are new, welcome. This is a platform that is dedicated to the beautiful, amazing Divine High Priestess that has been activated. Come on in, y'all. Let's have a conversation. So, listen, energy right now is like a precious commodity. Hold on, y'all. I'm looking for the cards. I always like to use a certain deck of cards for this platform. Okay, so there's a certain level of desperate energy. Y'all could be feeling this with the new moon energy. Okay, for your energy, Divine High Priestess. Listen, you are ascending beautifully and things are unfolding as they should. What you could be feeling is a lot of monitoring spirit energy. People that are trying to figure out how you were able to know what it is that they were doing, how you were able to be so sensitive to your own intuition. Intuition and discernment is everything, in my opinion. Like, honestly, hands down. Trust yourself. Trust your Ori, okay? Not the person you're going to get a reading from because they can only see so much. Go within, talk to your higher self, talk to Creator, whatever you subscribe to by way of divinity, you will always get the answers that you are looking for. Sometimes the answers don't come right away. This is really where you have to exhibit patience, kindness, brotherly kindness, temperance, not just to other people, but first and foremost yourself. And then you can extend that to somebody else. I feel like we already know that. So just consider me to be like a kind reminder here, right? Kindly reminding you of what it is that you know you need to do, what you're already doing. Hold on, y'all. Okay, so please remember to take what resonates and what does not. Just leave it for somebody else to take. Um, I feel like people have accepted the fact that they can't take us down. But what I feel has them the most obsessed right now at this time of the year as we close out this cycle is how you do what it is that you do. So you have people closely watching and taking note. These are people that went above and beyond to take you away from your destiny, to distract you, to frustrate you, to bring down your vibration. You stood the test of time. You stood your ground. You stayed grounded. And so now they want to know how you do that. Yeah, I just heard how you do that there. Something like that. That's what I just heard. You are the divine feminine. You are the divine masculine. Come through, creator of all things. What is it that you want me to see? Some of these people want to remote view through your consciousness. Okay. That still is a form of evil eye and spiritual negligence, of which I just heard all evil eyes are going blind. So some of these people could actually be losing their sight, foresight, third eye, actual sight from evil eye. Yeah, they're trying to figure out how'd you do that? How? Six of Swords. Six of Swords represents sailing to calmer waters, peace be still energy, going within long enough that your intuition is on point. The accuracy of your intuition is what they want to know. How do you do that? So you got somebody trying to scry, spy, evil eye, the high priestess, yeah, the fool. Spirit is saying this is a foolish pursuit. It is a trivial, foolish, diabolical, spiritually negligent pursuit. Six of Swords, somebody wants to know, how did you do that? So they sent us some spiritual work and they want to know how your gifts work. Yeah, look, how'd you know it was me? Two of Swords in the reverse. So this is like the veil being eliminated. Initially, the veil was being lifted, actively being lifted. Now the veil has been eliminated. The Two of Swords are in the reverse. Clarify. Six of Swords is healing energy, transmuting energy, staying calm in the moments of what appears to be chaos. So this could have been a whole bunch of stuff sent to the collective. And somebody's trying to figure out how did you do it? I just heard I need to know your secrets, but somebody's losing. Four of Cups in the reverse. Oh, this is somebody that has accepted defeat. They know that they've lost, okay? Whatever they were attempting to do to you, whatever death magic, spell work, intuition block, destiny swap, it has failed, it has flopped. Now they're watching you for different reasons. They want to know, how do you think? I keep hearing remote view. So they want to see into your soul. They want to see into your knowledge, your ancient gifts. How did you do that? What did you do? Somebody wants to know what spirits you're using, what spirits you're collaborating with. How are you cleansing your energy? What exactly are you doing? Somebody feels more confused now than they did when they first started attacking you. Because spirit is saying they had to have been in a spirit of confusion if they came after a chosen one. Oh, child, this is deep. Four of Cups in a reverse. They know that they missed an opportunity. They're over it. They're not going to attempt this again, but they can't. Somebody can't let sleeping dogs lie. That's what I just heard. They can't let things rest, knowing that you've gained some type of victory. Somebody's like, okay, 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 you won. But really, were you in competition with them? No. There's no divine high priestess that's been activated, allowing competition to be a joy killer. When you compare yourself to somebody, your gifts and how they move in this, you will always feel defeated. For one should seek to compare themselves to different versions of themselves and outdo yourself, not the next person, because whatever they've gone through to be successful and or overcome is something that they themselves only know how they had to get down in order to get up. Are you picking up what I'm putting down, collective? Come through. Somebody's like, I just need to know, how did you do it? How did you do it? Okay. So they must have sent something really nasty. Okay, Four Wands. Four Wands could be community, partnership, celebrations. There's a victory here. So you won, okay, at something that you weren't even signing up for. In order to have a victory in a battle where it's like, yes, I won, there has to be intention of competition. Somebody thought to I just heard connect with you, collaborate with you. What is this? Now somebody wants to work with you? No. This is a fake ass person that was showing you fake love. This is somebody, yeah, somebody was like showing you fake love. Lovers in a reverse. So somebody was coming in as if they wanted to be friends with you, but only to get close to you to find out your secrets. They have and or had, thank you, spirit, ulterior motives. Ooh. So somebody's quite intrigued with you. But watching you, you're very boring. You're not doing anything spectacular. Somebody could be growing tired, weary, exhausted, even watching you, sending monitoring spirits. Somebody wants to catch you in the act. What are you doing? How are you doing this? How are you tapping into these ancient gifts? Whoa, obsessively. Somebody's watching. How did you transmute death? Some of these people feel like you've resurrected yourself from the dead. So these are death spells. How did you do it? How did you do it? This is what I see. I feel like somebody's sitting up all day, racking their brain, going crazy. Like, how did you do that? Like, I know my word does this, or this is like a pompous, arrogant, egotistical energy. I know what I'm sending you is going to hit you. I know what I'm sending you, and it doesn't. And you transmuted it. You didn't even return it to sender. You transmuted it. Two of Swords in the reverse. How did you know that it was me? This is what this person wants to know. They also feel like now you're the voice in their head. I just heard, I don't worry about what no bitch said. I got condos in that bitch head. Somebody can't stop thinking about you. You've taken up a lot of space, renting space in somebody else's mental. Obsessively, compulsively, they can't stop thinking about you. This is somebody that I just heard is a master root worker. If they say you're going to be unalived in 3 days, then damn it, you're going to be unalived. So somebody saw that you were unalived. I hear sirens in the distance. They were warned. The alarms were sounded in the ethers to leave you alone, and they refused. Somebody has something to prove. Come through, spirit. So they can hear your voice in their head. Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. It's coming in fast too. Justice, balance, and a backfire to whoever this person is that sent this to the collective is coming in quick. This is like swift judgment. It's almost like the universe is saying, we have places and people for the collective to meet. We need to get this energy out of the way. So something is swiftly happening. And somebody can't slow it down. Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. Show me this person that came in towards the divine high priestess activated. Six of Cups. This could be somebody that you've known since childhood. Six of Cups, there's children here. Somebody wants to reconcile with you. Somebody that you either grew up with, or this could be a sibling or a friend or people that you once knew in the past now want to reconcile with you. So hatred has turned to admiration, but they hate to love you and they love to hate you. These are people now that you have, I keep hearing resurrected from the dead. So somebody guaranteed that you would be unalive. Checked out, not here. Anubis is here. Why is Anubis here? Death. Open up the door, Oya. Ooh, hold on. Because somebody was lacking insight. Somebody was already dead, working from their ego. It's a dead, dense mindset. It's somebody that is so full of themselves, y'all, that it's just, okay, what the hell were you thinking? This is what the spirit is saying. This is what creator is saying. Like, what the hell were you thinking? They weren't. They were only seeing the end result, and that was proving that they could take you down. Somebody was like, I feel like I can overpower you, so I'm going to give it a good try. And now death, you transmuted death collective. Hermit in the reverse, their intuition was blocked. Somebody saw red. Five of Swords in the reverse. They got exposed in the spirit. What's this Virgo energy in the reverse? Five of Swords in the reverse. For the divine high priestess, this person could be sick. Sickness spells, death spells. Somebody was like, oh, I'm going to unalive you. You're going to pass away. And the universe says, I don't think so. The universe had other plans. Spirit is saying, thank God. Whew. Get this energy up off of me, Spirit. This person could be exhausted, tired. Could be a Libra, Virgo, a Queen of Swords in the reverse. Clarify, is this the Queen of Swords in the reverse attacking? Yeah, look. Ace of Cups. It's your direct connection to source. It's your ability to alchemize certain things. It's your ability to transmute death or whatever this is that you transmuted, collective. Two of Swords in the reverse. And you know exactly where it was coming from. This is really what's getting somebody. Somebody's like, how do you know? It's like somebody is going insane because you are the high priestess that has been activated. Ace of Cups. Somebody from your past or somebody was looking into your past with the competitive energy, competing where they don't compare. Comparing yourself to others is the best way to kill your joy, literally. Don't do it. Don't do it. Your path is your path. My path is my path. And what I've had to go through, you couldn't go through. What you've had to go through, I probably wouldn't believe it. Somebody went digging in your soul's mission, in the depths of your soul. Five of Wands out of competition. Somebody was looking for your weakness, looking for your pain, looking for something like that. Yeah, they're catching a tower. Something is sudden. Something is like a sudden epiphany, like, oh shoot, this really backfired. Somebody could have been in denial about the fact that this backfired. Clarify, the high priestess activated. I feel like you're just as cool and calm as can be. Listen, spirit is saying, keep it cool, keep it cute. Stay the course. Exactly what you did. Seven of Wands, you're divinely protected. This person could have wanted you to feel like things were coming from all different angles and all four sides. It's one person that was planning your Akashic records. Divine high priestess, you've been activated. The Seven of Wands is protection from the forces of nature. You've healed. from certain things in your past that were meant to take you out. And somebody thought that they were going to recreate the narrative. No, it's over. Clarify, divine high priestess activated. They're trying to figure out how did you do it? A lot of death energy's been coming out lately, okay, y'all? I always say when people have nothing to lose, they will do anything because they really ain't got nothing to lose. They got death angels around them. Their work is being uprooted. They're still watching you, going crazy. You're in the Nine of Cups, getting your wishes fulfilled. And somebody is literally saying, how did you do it? How? How? Somebody's never been defeated. Mm. By the high priestess that's been activated. I cannot make this up. So the goal was to block your intuition, to put you in some type of, confusion. You stood your ground, peace be still. This is a perfect example of how you go within and surrender this to the divine and surrender it to your angels and allow them to take this energy and do with it what they will. The spirits have called down judgment over this person. Con los santos no se juega. That means with the spirits, with the spirit realm, with your lineage, with your ancestors, with the angels, with source, with the creator, you cannot play. There's certain things you can play with, and there's certain things you absolutely cannot. Spirit is saying, you belong to me. I know that's right. We belong to the creator. Five of Cups, this person's in deep regret. This person could be getting premonitions of endings and death, y'all. Okay? Divine High Priestess activated. This is somebody that came in to try to get close to you. This is like a karmic friend or sibling. Who is this person? Holy Spirit. And something about the fruits of your labor. Look, I told you it's an air sign. The God of Swords in the reverse. This is somebody who is mentally manipulative, okay? The goal was to get close to you. Get into your head, literally. Get into your head. Spiritual psychology to get you to divulge your secrets. How did you do it? What are you doing? This person wanted you to trust them, okay? But you kept your guards up. Seven of Wands, you kept your guards up and you just stayed in alignment. You went through a transformation. Ace of Cups, and you came out on top. Divine High Priestess, you've been activated. Somebody wanted to go into your adolescence to find your wounds. This is another Akashic Records abuser. Whoever this King of Swords in the reverse is, this person promised that you would be gone. Lovers in the reverse, they come in as a friend. They come in as an ally. They come in as somebody that you can trust. Enough that you will put your guard down and tell them, well, what spirit you working with? This is what somebody wants to ask you spiritual questions. They want to put you through a spiritual interview. The God of Wands, you're coming up as somebody that's stable and very fiery, ready to defend that which needs defending. Somebody messed with the wrong one. You've been activated. God of Pentacles, big divine masculine energy. You got the God of Wands and the God of Pentacles. Fire and earth. Clarify, divine high priestess activated. If you're a feminine, you could have needed to get into your masculine war mode, warrior mode to back this spiritual warfare up. This is like a mental attack. Somebody came for your crown. The goal was like to stress you out so much so that you would start telling the truth about what you're doing. But you're coming up clean. It's like somebody wants to find you to be evil, or they swore that they could bring the evil out of you or get into your shadows. Again, sometimes spell work is not always to take your destiny or things like that. Some of these people want you in your darkness. They want to see your demons come out. So this is a provoking energy, a pressing energy. Somebody wanted to press their energy on you so much so that you would crack or that you would, and instead you kept going. Ten of Wands, the goal was to weigh you down. Yeah, I can't make this up. The Nine of Wands in the reverse, so that eventually you would put your guard down with the Nine of Wands in the reverse. Somebody wanted you to allow them to cross your threshold energetically, okay? Whoa, Divine High Priestess, you've been activated though. Yep, I can't make this up. This is what's so funny. You're coming up as the master magician, divine feminine energy, masculine energy. You stay grounded, you stay passionate. Seven of Pentacles, you were patient. So you exhibited a lot of patience here. I just heard everybody don't go striking everybody at once. So you didn't strike this person when they had anticipated, but instead you allowed whatever this manipulative energy is to strike them. You never needed to get your hands dirty. You never needed to put your hands in the cookie jar. Seven of Pentacles is like patience, like is a virtue type energy. You were slow. Are slow to this energy. I keep hearing this ain't what you want. Don't do that. Get out of my energy. Leave me alone. Like you were really slow. You could have warned somebody telepathically, psychically, spiritually, and they just kept pushing and pushing. I know you're doing something. I know somebody's saying, I know the devil's there. I know the demons are there. I know your shadows are there. I want to see your shadows because see, your shadows represents your weaknesses. But when you've mastered the Akashic records, do you really have anything in your past that could bother you? No. No. It's called being free and clear, having successfully closed out a cycle. Dang. You were slow and steady. Seven of Pentacles. Instead, you stayed grounded. God of Pentacles. And passionate. Passionately in pursuit of the truth in this Ace of Cups. Because you knew that if somebody was coming up this hard, there was something greater to gain. Child. Six of Swords. Somebody's like, how'd you do it? And so this person could have even like tried to test the theory by way of experimenting. They could have even tried to put you in this energy over and over. You transmute it, they do it again. You transmute it, they do it again. But they're watching. This is crazy. Do a death spell, you transmute it. Do a death spell, you transmute it. Do a death. Like they didn't realize that this was really mercy and grace. But somebody was saying, I'm going to do this death spell and then I'm going to keep a close eye out on you. Because I know that you're doing something and I need to know, even if I accept defeat, I need to know, what are you doing? Who are you praying to? What are your deities? Do you have jinns? This is what I see somebody doing. This person has run themselves crazy. They've exhausted themselves. They're in the Four of Swords energy, exhausted, mentally drained, Hermit in the reverse, intuition blocked. Nine of Pentacles, whatever this is that's mirroring back to them is going back too fast, enough that they can't make sense of it all. Okay? Wow. Somebody kept doing this over and over, over and over, over and over, and you're just watching them. High Priestess energy. They still can't figure out what you're doing. So this was and they wanted to get close to you. Look, you're coming up as Divine Feminine Energy, Divine Mother, Goddess of Swords, Queen of Swords energy, intelligence. Somebody feels like you outsmarted them. But again, this is a battle that is unwarranted. So how can one outsmart somebody when they're not agreeing to whatever this fight is, or this competition, or this something was supposed to make you break, High Priestess, enough that you would divulge your secrets, or that you would go into your dark energy. I just heard Lilith. Why'd I hear Lilith? They wanted you to go into your Lilith, child, but instead you turned your back. The Ace of Wands is here in the Chariot. I cannot make this up. Just imagine doing death spells over somebody over and over and over and over, and they keep transmuting it, and you do it again. Somebody's like, okay, I'm going to do it again, but this time I'm going to keep an eye on you. I need to know, how are you seeing me? How are you undoing this magic? So they did this because they didn't want to accept defeat. But if I accept defeat, I at least need to know, how are you transmuting this energy? You're coming out as the Star. This person don't know what the hell. Somebody doesn't even know what you are. They don't even know what you're doing. They don't even know how your power works, because they had no business poking around an energy that doesn't belong to them. Spirit just says it serves them right. They're confused. The Chariot. Somebody was trying to control your mind, control your gifts. You got the Star, and you got the Queen of Swords, Goddess of Swords, and the Chariot, attempting to attach their energy to you, submerge their energy onto your energy so that they could see what you're doing. What are you doing? Are you cleansing? Are you saging? But see, this is heavy spell work. This is, you need a little bit more than sage. So somebody could have been working with dark entities and dark forces. Wow. Ace of Wands is here though. This person is finding out that you're a good person. I can't make this up. Strength. That you have a brave heart, that you're deserving of all good things. You are definitely somebody that's close to the divine with the magician energy, high priestess energy, and the ace of wands, divine intervention. That means that you get downloads about what somebody's doing immediately. You get downloads before they even think to do what it is that they're going to do. Because somebody keeps saying, how did you know I was going to do that? Somebody has tried multiple different ways to take you out. Somebody has given it their all. I just heard, hit me with your best shots, fire away. This person tried to send you something so dark and you stood your ground. Look at the star energy, divine feminine energy, divine mother, because you're saying, I'm being guided by my spirit team to surrender this and keep going. I can't afford to be in this trivial pursuit of competitive energy that is unwarranted when somebody doesn't even know who they are, let alone who I am. Somebody's trying to study you, but they don't know who they are, and they still don't know who you are. They have no business. The hangman, they're just watching. Somebody has to accept defeat, and they got to bow down in the presence of greatness. Whoa. Spirit says sooner or later, the sooner the better. You got to bow down in the presence of greatness. It's a tower. Somebody put their whole life on the line, betting that they could take you down. Oh, this is crazy. This is ego. It's like competitive, narcissistic, sociopathic, ego, shadow, darkness, like really weird energy. Clarify the lovers. They wanted to get close. And you saw this. Look, they wanted to get close enough to put 10 swords in your back. Somebody then became obsessed with you. Something was supposed to be, but for a short while, take you off your journey, destroy your path, unalive you. The end. And then it kept backfiring. So somebody's like, oh yeah, and they did it again. And it backfired. They're like, what? And they did it again. And it backfired. Then they kept a close eye out on you, watching you day and night, monitoring you. And you're still the high priestess. Look, that has been activated. The chariot, the goddess of swords. You did something. You did something and you walked away from whatever this energy is. You could have felt this person wasn't really being genuine. Their goal was to get close enough to you to take you out. This person became obsessed with your high priestess energy being activated. Divine high priestess activated. Any current energy. I can't make this up. Look. This person wanted you to walk away from your 10 of Pentacles and your 10 of Cups, your destiny, your purpose, your intuition, your spirit team. Somebody wanted you to walk away from the divine plan for your life by way of your birthright. You refused with the 8 of Cups in the reverse. You said, I'm not walking away from my 10 of Cups and my 10 of Pentacles. Instead, I will continue on with the chariot energy because whoever you are, whatever this is, collective, you have a direct connection with source, like a very personal relationship. Your prayers go direct to source. There's no middleman. There's no jinns. There's no demons. You don't have to consult with any of that. All you got to do is talk to the Most High God. This to me is the best example of Christ's activation. Like literally. Activating your Christ consciousness, Christos, within, seeing things from a fifth and sixth dimensional where somebody can only go to the fourth dimension. This person's knowledge does not go that far. Somebody never was that knowledgeable. They kind of self-initiated themselves by way of delusions of grandeur, like, oh, I'm a practitioner and I'm a bad guy and I'm gonna. No, you're gonna take yourself out like you did. This was divine timing. This is divine prophecy. This was always meant to happen this way. Somebody was absolutely supposed to put themselves in this energy and land on their own Ten of Swords. So now they're down and they're woe is me and they're trying to recover, but they've sent you all their energy. So how can they recover? Divine High Priestess, you've been activated. That's for sure. Immaculate Conception. That's what I just heard. Child Judgment. Immaculate Conception. Divine Mother. Mother Mary. Supreme Being. I can't make this up. Whoever I'm talking to, collective, I will include myself. Supernatural Supreme Being tapping into alternate realms, eliminating illusions of parallel timelines and alternate existences. This is what I'm hearing from the ethers. So bear with me as I channel this energy. I will say exactly what I feel these supreme beings are telling me to say. Ashe. I just heard you're a multi-dimensional being with a single timeline, multifaceted but singular, eternal timeline, a destiny that can't be stopped or blocked. You continue to make good strides towards the good fight. This was a fight that you were never interested in. This is one that you never had to fight. You just simply needed to get out of the way for somebody to kind of be in their own energy, whatever their silent obsession or whatever this is with taking you down. You never needed to fight this. You're too high frequency. You have too many things that you have to do on a good level. Something about you being a multi-dimensional being. Tell me more. I just heard your human experience is abnormal. Okay. Meaning it's not, you're moving so deep with spirit that your human existence, your human experiences are not like what people believe it is. So this person could have gone for all things 3D, okay? Money, body, looks, health, things of the physical body. But this is the thing, the spirit is not in the body. Instead, the body is in the spirit, and your body is supremely being directed. Like when I mean your body is supremely being directed, that's the form of transmutation that this person couldn't figure out. So your spirit is divinely protected by something supreme, creator. I keep hearing creator of all things. All praises be to the Most High God. Thank you, creator. Something about the new moon, something about sacred knowledge, something about like not being confused by this scrambling energy. It's like somebody wanted this like that's what I see, like just mess it all up. Like they wanted things all over the place, chaos here, there. Okay, what am I doing? Like this is what they wanted, but you stood your ground. The moment you surrendered this to something higher than yourself by way of your higher self was then able to fulfill this prophecy. Something's been prophesied. Something's been divinely guided and or divinely orchestrated to go in our favor. Child, this is a lot. This person could have held a very powerful position amongst people that believed in their magic. Six of Wands fell right on top of the Five of Swords in the reverse. So why did they keep doing this? Because it was a tempting offer at a high price. But this is destiny, y'all. This is supposed to happen. So this is why spirit didn't stop it. This is why the energy didn't backfire. But instead, it kind of depleted this person. Like they're drained. They have no more ideas. They don't have no more curses. They don't. They've run out of ideas of what to do. Okay, that is a form of divine intervention. You got the Six of Wands. This fell right on top of the Five of Swords and the Five of Wands. So this was competitive efforts to prove that they were the better of you or the better one. Again, you were not competing with this person. So where's the competition? This was an easy defeat. Five of Wands in the reverse. It's over. Just like that. I can't make it up. Seven of Swords. They're still watching you though. Sneaky and deceptive. Eight of Cups in the reverse. The fact that you refuse to walk away from your Ten of Cups and your Ten of Pentacles really put this person in, like, I just heard they're having a tantrum. Too exhausted to have a tantrum. Child, somebody is depleted. Seven of Swords. What's the Seven of Swords? They're still watching you. I just need to know how you did it, how you did it, how you did it. How. Look, the World and the Eight of Pentacles. You could do something online. Eight of Pentacles in the World. The cycle is closed. This fell right on top of the Ten of Cups and the Ten of Pentacles. How did you do it? How did you do it? It's like somebody is honestly going to be in their last moments frustrated saying, how did you do it? They've never met anybody that they couldn't take down, y'all. Clarify this God of Swords in the reverse. Somebody abused their power. Cursing. God of Swords in the reverse is somebody that does all things mental, psychological. Yeah. Somebody wanted to hack into your mind. Intellectual robbery, intellectual thief. See how you think. So they did everything possible to you to see how you would react. But when you were non-reactive and you were guided by spirit to do certain things, tapping into sacred understanding, they don't even know what the conversation was about with you and the supreme being of your higher self, the God of Cups, the Goddess of Cups, excuse me, divine feminine, divine mother. Whoa, you're the divine mother. And you come to bring balance. It fell right on top of the King of Cups and the Ace of Cups. Wow. So your purpose here in this earth is to lead people to peace and love and tranquility and to eliminate darkness. And somebody fell right into the trap, the tower. I just heard there's too many towers going back to back. Five of Wands in the reverse. Why did they do it? Ego. Why did they do it? Competition. Why did they do it? They had something to prove. To who? Nobody knows. Maybe to themselves. Then they tried to get close to you, to get your secrets, to see how much information would you be willing to give them. The Ten of Swords, and you gave them nothing. I can make it up. The Chariot, moving on. A whole new timeline. Judgment has been called down. Look at the way this person is walking towards the divine. Gabriel was blowing the horn. Ancient knowledge. This is what they were after. Is your Ace of Pentacles and your direct connection to Source. You know, let me tell you something. Being a High Priestess, this is usually the biggest spiritual scam. And when I mean scam, I mean people that see you and assume that they can tap into your ancient knowledge or steal your ancient gifts. It is a scam. It is prophesied and it is destiny that they will land on their own swords every single time, every time they come up against us. I don't care what they do. This right here, it can't be touched because you come to bring flow. You come to bring life. You are the divine mother. And when you have a divine mother that has to get into the King of Pentacles and King of Wands energy by way of her masculine energy, you might as well just plan your exit strategy. I mean, whatever. Seriously, this is somebody that the world needs. Then somebody tried to come in. This could have been like a love bombing situation or even a friendship to try to see what it was that you know. Two of Swords, you saw right through it. Somebody's like, how did you know? Well, I mean, Supreme Being is here. Do we really need to have a conversation? You talk directly to Source. And somebody couldn't even tap into those conversations. Something was spiritually encrypted. I can't make it up. If this person was like ear hustling, monitoring you, watching you, meditating, trying to, whatever, astral projection, whatever this is, they could not decode this encrypted spiritual message. This is like an ancient conversation. This is like sacred languages, sacred knowledge, symbols, things that they can't even read, knowledge that even if it was right in front of them, they wouldn't know how to digest it and process it. Somebody really landed on their own sword. Spirit is saying this is a part of your destiny. It was a part of your destiny that this person would come up against you when they did and also land on their own sword time and time again. Now they're just watching because somebody's like, I just need to know. This person knows that they're going to pass away. That's what I just heard. Somebody's like, I can't die not knowing the secrets. Well, it appears as though you might. Some things are just not for your knowing. And the sooner people get that in their head, the better off life will be. Some things you just don't need to know. Some things are not for you. And what's not for you, you need to get yourself together. That's not for you. But what's for you is for you. And what's for this person is severe judgment. Congratulations, collective. You absolutely took down a spiritual assassin that could have been doing this for timelines, lifetimes, centuries, whatever. This is a big win for the collective. All my information is down below. Listen, I love y'all. Thank you for being here. Continue to be great. I'll see you in the next one. Until then, peace be with you.